You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. DJ Envy is actually in Africa. We got a special guest in the building, a man that we actually started to call on the phone yesterday.
Yeah, we almost did. I'm sipping my tea right now.
His name is Tank.
You almost called me?
Yes,
Almost.
Is that good or bad?
Tank is here. We was going to call you, Tank, because we was on Media Takeout yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a video on Media Takeout, and the headline says, Tank says he was sucking dick in foreheads for a long time.
We actually played it back several
I
times.
don't-
Like, is that what he's really saying?
Now,
or
I still
is
don't
it
know
a
what you really
mistake?
said, but we want you to hear it. Hey, could you play the clip for Tank, please? Play the clip that got us all
Was it a
confused.
slip of the tongue?
Yes.
I'm what they call an expert on the subject. I've been sucking dicks in foreheads for 20 years.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I listened to that 100 times yesterday. I didn't catch the forehead part till this morning. Now,
You have to listen to it within the context of what I was saying.
we got the whole
All right?
context.
No,
we got the whole thing
no.
with the pussy eating and everything,
Oh, okay.
and it still don't make
Okay.
no sense,
It
Tank.
does make sense.
Play it then.
Play
I want to
it.
hear. I
Play
want
it.
to hear.
I'm going to show you where it goes.
This-
Play it.
Okay,
yeah, play
yeah.
the whole thing. Play the whole thing. I want to hear the whole thing. Play the whole
Sick
thing.
of this shit. Play it.
I'm sick of this.
It's about eating pussy. All right? I knew that already. I just want to clear up the confusion. All right? I'm 41 years old. I've eaten a lot of pussy. I'm what they call an expert on the subject. I've been sucking dicks in foreheads for 20 years.
Taking the
Now,
context,
Tank, now,
it's
it
still.
don't make no
No.
sense in context either, Tank.
I've been sucking dents in foreheads.
Sucking what? Dead?
Dent.
Oh, you licked the clit so hard that you, boom, you sucking dents in forehead.
I don't think you should say that anymore because it sounds too close. We got to give a
It's
different.
been working so many times before now.
You can't say that in a crowded club. You need to say that on a radio show
too
where you
blurry.
can accentuate. What's the word?
Enunciate.
Enunciate.
Accentuate.
Okay.
Accentuate.
But
He's
see-
still there.
Yeah, but that's how I would have sounded in the club.
Right.
Okay.
Dents in
Dents.
forehead.
You've been sucking dicks in foreheads.
This is so bad.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up because
This is so
that
bad.
story was making the rounds. And I was like, well, maybe maybe he meant to say I've been getting my dick sucked.
No, listen, a couple people hit me about it, but I didn't think, it was going on. Yeah, come on. I said dents in forehead. Like, y'all know the terminology.
But
Like,
you
know
hear
what
it
I'm
now.
saying?
You can hear where the misconfusion comes at, right?
I don't want to hear. I know.
Play it one more time.
No.
Just the last part. Just so you can hear what it sounds. Just one part. Play the one part.
You going to put the scratch on it?
Okay, now I hear it.
Now we don't even gotta believe it, because he said it's dicks.
But now you
now I
hear
hear it.
But now you hear. But if you was looking for dicks, you can make it that.
Well, Charlamagne was looking for dicks.
By the way, that's a real thing.
Man.
No, I'm gonna tell you how social media controls narratives. Because when you read the headline,
It automatically
Yeah,
makes
I'm
makes
like,
your
what the
mind
hell?
It
believe.
puts dicks in our heads.
Yes.
what Tank?
Are
Why
you all
does
right? What is in your teeth?
Tank? Why does Media Takeout want you to be gay so bad? Because that's the only site
I don't.
that runs articles about you like this. By the way,
I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I don't know what the gay thing is about, successful black men. Why is that the first thing that we turn to? Oh, he must
agree.
be gay. Oh, he's this, he's that. You know what I mean? And
like, or the Illuminati. It's either the Illuminati or the gay. Yeah,
and I used to watch it. It's funny because I used to watch it, I used to watch it when I would be with Jamie. And I
Jamie
would,
who?
Fox.
Fox.
This ain't going well for you this morning.
Why?
Tank.
He writes for Jamie Foxx.
Oh, okay, got you. Jamie gets it a lot too.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
though.
got you,
And
got
so
you.
I'll be like, I hang out with this guy every day. It's one of my best friends. When does he have time to do this?
When you have time to be gay?
Yeah. Is he carving out 15 minutes here and there when I'm not around? And I was like,
yeah.
and I was like, you know what? It's just, I guess for some reason it's just what it is.
Well,
And
Jamie,
I can't fight every battle. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And people saying I'm this or saying I'm that. I know what I am.
Well, Charlamagne has gotten it.
I've definitely got
People
that.
have said it about me.
Especially with
Also-
our interview, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you say you
When
like
we
getting
went-
your ass ate, and I
You
like
said
getting.
it too. How you
I was
gonna
about
throw me
to.
all the
I
way
was
out
about
there?
to agree with you.
You started with
No,
this.
I was about to say when you said you like getting your ass ate, and I said I like getting mine ate too.
And so that That's sent it on the spiral.
And let's be clear, not by each other, okay?
Yes.
Just by
we
women.
Different.
And Jamie Foxx got his, I think, started with the butt naked basketball rumors. He be playing butt naked basketball.
Well, Envy started that rumor.
You never play butt naked basketball with Jamie?
No. No man has played butt naked basketball with Jamie.
If anything, we're happy that Tank has settled down because you were a womanizer back in the day.
Yes.
You don't sound too happy about that, Tank.
Well, he said it. You just heard him say
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've
lots and lots of pussy.
but that doesn't constitute womanizing. That means that I provided a service.
Okay.
Were you being
you were
honest with
paid?
these women?
Huh?
Were you being honest with these women, telling them that you got a bunch of different girls?
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like the writing is on the wall, though. I mean,
got you.
The writing is on the wall.
it's on the wall. You know what I
You
mean?
broke some hearts, though.
I don't think I broke any hearts because I think in this day and time we need some good examples. You know
But
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
like 10 years ago, you definitely broke some hearts. You know, on the course to being where you are today, becoming the man that you are.
Well, I mean, I'm recently this man, so you know,
Right.
hearts were still, you know, I was still able to move around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it comes a time. I'm 41.
But you were a savage.
Still relatively young.
You're still in my mind. I'm 25.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, comes a time where your time has to mean something.
Is it hard not to resort back into savage mode?
Yes, it's difficult because you know, as you see, you know, I sell, not even sell. I provide. You know what I mean? The vehicle for sexual activity.
You sell sex,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the song When We,
Yes,
that song is all about.
it's all about the aggressive moment. You know what I'm saying? During the sexual process, where things could get a little, get a little sweaty. Furniture gets to moving.
So when you on the road and you out doing these shows, these women expect Tank to be this sexual creature, this sex all around, sexual energy everywhere. It's kind of hard not to go back to the hotel room and knock something off, right?
Listen, it is. And so, what I've done is I've my phone, you know what I'm saying? I got a few tabs set of my favorite, favorite porn sites. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
And I keep myself involved.
You
Plus,
master
you can
myself.
Plus, you can FaceTime.
And I can FaceTime. And then I have to FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? You got to do that 360-degree view of the room. Like, no, it's just me.
Nobody under the bed.
Nobody under the bed.
Does that fulfill you? Because you can masturbate, but you can't eat your own ass.
Who can't? See what kind of shape Tank is in?
Tank, if you can eat your own ass, you're in the wrong business. Okay? You can make a lot of money
I'm not doing this.
as a circus act.
I'm not doing this. I have an album coming out.
Called
Okay?
Savage.
First it was Tank Sucks Dicks, and now we haven't even got to the album yet.
Savage.
Savage.
I
Yes.
tried.
Thank you. I heard you trying.
Yeah,
You won't
I
let
tried.
us.
Why does the name Savage? That don't sound like R&B.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
It should just sound like somebody doing whatever it takes to ensure the survival.
That sounds like a nigga that eats ass. I ain't gonna lie.
What does that have to do with survival?
Niggas do whatever it takes to survive, okay?
He's got a point.
Lee heard what Lee Daniels said the other day when he was up here.
What did he say?
Lee Daniels said the reason they call him Big Daddy because people would have to knock on his door and say to him, Big Daddy, can I have a job?
Don't listen to him.
Yes, he did say that.
And that's the extent of it.
That was it. There was nothing else after that. So use your own imagination.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. But it's our fight. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like R&B has to, at least my style of R&B. I'm the emotional. I'm the lover. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? I'm the sexual. And so, we've kind of guys who are like me or from where I'm from. They've kind of settled in to what it is that they do, and they haven't stepped into a space to where they want to compete and have this R&B, have our R&B stand next to everything else that's going on right now. It's not that R&B is dying. It's just that people like us aren't competing.
You know the problem I think it is with R&B? I think R&B I'm not gonna say might be the only genre. R&B has gotten into a space where they're not being organic anymore. Like nobody's making the records they want to make. It seems like they're making the records they think the radio's gonna play, or it's like this formula. Like the people that break through are the guys that usually do their own thing, like the Miguel, the Anderson .Paaks.
It just depends on how you look at it, because Bryson Tiller to me is telling his truth the way he knows how to.
Bryson's
tell it.
another one, yeah.
She's telling her truth the way she knows how to tell it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
SZA.
SZA telling her, like, we came up in a different era because the era it was moving slower. You know what I'm saying? We would pop game a little longer. Like we were more patient with it. We talked to a woman all night. You know what I'm saying? We talked to a woman for a week if we
Until
had
the
to.
sun comes
you know
up.
what I'm saying? Until we could figure it out. The number one song on the Hot 100 back then was "I'll Make Love to You" by Boyz II Men. You understand what I'm saying? So we had time.
Yeah.
We had time to figure it out and be smooth and put our outfits together. And all that. Now we don't have time.
So it's the women's fault.
No, it's
What?
society.
But no, I'm saying because
No, it's not the women's fault.
okay.
Everything is just moving this
Right.
fast.
We're texting each other. We have 140 characters. People aren't talking on
The-
the,
the
phone like
picture-
they used to.
you
They're not
can't-
going on dates.
You used to post one pic a day on Instagram. Let it fester. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody get a look at it. Then post another one the next day. Now you posting a picture every hour.
Right.
Every 2 hours, trying to keep people stimulated and motivated to stay on your channel.
Yeah.
Everything moves that way. So when it comes to the love-making process or even the music love-making process, we got to figure out a way to insert love to where it moves just as fast as everything else is. Like, we got to catch up. And we're not catching up. Like the artists you name, I love Anderson .Paak, I love Miguel, I love those guys. But we still need those emotional moments, those Teddy Pendergrass moments, those
I feel
those
Miguel
Marvin
makes
Gaye
those.
moments.
I feel Miguel makes those.
Okay.
Adorn might be the best R&B record of the past like 10 years.
Is it Distant Lover?
No, of course not.
That's what I say by
Yeah.
emotion. Adorn is a great record. It
I
complements
feel
the
like
woman.
somebody like Anthony Hamilton does that.
If you
pretty
say
well.
if an Anthony Hamilton ends up with a top 10 mainstream record, now we're talking about something.
Right.
Now we're talking about an emotional, stripped down, old school throwback lover with a record from his heart and soul. And so he's doing what he's doing in the space he knows how to do it in. But in order to deliver it to the people who need it now, like, I want to inspire the next generation of R&B artists. How do I do that? I got to meet them where they are.
Do you have to though?
Absolutely.
Like I hear rappers say the same thing too. Like 50 was up here and 50 was saying how you want to make records for now in the club. Like we're it's an audience for grown hip hop too. You know what I'm
How old are
saying?
you?
Old.
Okay.
I'm old.
So
yeah.
this is a
Almost
statement.
40.
This is a statement from you. You can't
Yeah.
you can't even understand what I'm saying right now because you have been conditioned. You know what I'm saying? From where we're from. The kid, the kid that's 12, that's burning out on Uzi, that's burning out on, when he hears an R&B record, it better somewhat coincide in some kind of way with what his mind is already running
But
through.
that's what I mean. Like, why are you, as a 40-something-year-old guy, catering to him?
What I'm
He can
A
still do it and
12-year-old.
still
Here's
be
what I'm
who
doing.
he is.
Here's what I'm doing. Let's throw the word cater out. What I'm doing is just allowing my natural evolution to take place.
Right.
I rock
As
with
an
all of
artist,
this
you have
stuff.
to evolve as a songwriter, as a
Yeah,
performer.
I rock with all of this. Like I rock with.
Right.
I'm in there with my kids on the music, getting like this is how I live my life.
It's still
if it's
organic.
you, I'm not mad
It's
at
me.
it.
It's still
Like,
okay,
organic
okay.
for
Yeah,
you.
I'm at Dre's with Chris Brown one day, and then I'm at the amphitheater with whoever the next day.
Best of
Got
both
you.
worlds.
Best of both worlds. Like, I am the bridge. So it's not me trying to skate. I skate well.
Yeah, I didn't think I don't think Marvin Gaye or Teddy or Luther was in the studio like wondering what a 12-year-old would think.
They didn't have it. They didn't need to.
Right.
They didn't need to. Like, I also do music business. I'm a label owner. You know what I'm saying? So when I go back to my partners at Atlantic Records, some of it has to make sense on the business level. You know, it can't just be all my heart. I just feel in the heart of my love, because love don't.
So you about
as
to
we
do
can
a song with Cash Me Outside Girl because she just signed
No.
to Atlantic.
No. And there's some things I just won't do
Got you.
because it's just not me. She's not organic for me.
Got you.
You understand what I'm saying? But the things that are, if you know what I'm saying, if Quavo's like, nigga, get on the song right quick, like, let's
Absolutely.
get it. I rock with, you know what I'm saying? I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense for me. Or Anthony Hamilton say, man, we got to do this record. That makes sense for me.
Got
Right.
you.
I'm not the guy. I'm not in that box, and I fought hard to not be in that box.
I think that's a great thing because it shows that you still have your foundation, but you also have to blossom from that too.
You have to be able to grow. If I'm the same artist that I was in '97, then I've done myself and you a disservice.
Right.
I have not learned nothing. I have not grown. I have not I have not done anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the artists who have not grown, we see where they are. There's a difference. Like, there's a difference in me being able to come up here and talk to you guys about this Savage album and somebody else's whose album is dropping and you don't even know who they are. You used to know, but they don't get a visit up here.
Right.
They'll get to come up here and do nothing.
Throwback Thursday, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe.
No, I understand everything that you're saying. I just feel like, a lot of times we cut ourselves short. And what I mean by that is, like, if all of our OGs are growing but still trying to cater to a younger audience, you're like missing out on a whole generation of people who still want to hear dope shit.
I think it's about versatility.
Like
though,
Jay-Z
because you
444 was a great example of that. Like, that's a
What?
grown hip hop album that grown people can listen to.
But that's a grown hip hop album. That particular one. Every album he makes isn't a grown hip hop album.
Yeah, but he's evolved. He's grown now.
But every album he makes, every song he makes is not a grown hip hop song. You got to. It's versatility. I'm just allowing myself to grow and display it. Not like when people come to my concert, they get what they need. But what's the commercial? Where's the thing where it says you have to come to a Tank concert no matter how old you are, young or old? If you listen to my music, like the title says Savage, that's a very current statement. It's on every T-shirt. People are plastering on the walls. Everybody thinks one thing. But nobody thinks, hey, the man who has to put in an extra 20 hours a week to put a roof over his kid's head. Nobody thinks that that's savage, but that's savage. He has no time to do anything else but provide. The woman who's raising 3 kids on her own because the nigga was no good and left her, but she done figured it out. That's savage. Nobody thinks about that. In order for us to have love and not just survive in love, but for it to thrive, we have to be savages about it because hate is just as savage. Nobody thinks about that. And so when they see savage, they automatically throw it off. Oh, Tank trying to be. No, listen to it.
Right.
Don't just look at it. Listen to it. My song is always going to be to a woman, about a woman, and for a woman. It's never going to change.
And it's also extremely sexy. It's the kind of song that I guess people are making babies. Like When We is clearly a song that
Like-
people are making babies to. And
That's what's going to change the world. Getting people back focused on when we used to go to the club back in the day, we went for one reason. When we used to go to the mall back in the day, we went for one reason.
To get fresh for that one reason.
For that one reason, we went for the women. That's it.
Yes.
That was our only focus. I don't care what he got on. I don't care what he wearing. I don't care how many chains he got, how many bottles he popped. We didn't care. I came for the women.
Word.
My music is, I came for the women.
right.
That's it.
So let me ask you a question. What's the proper way to suck a dent into a woman's forehead? Like, if you had to give these young boys some tips that's listening right now, may not know how to eat pussy. Because when I was younger, I didn't properly know how. I had a friend who had to give me a book called The Ultimate Kiss to teach me how to properly do it.
I didn't know either.
So if you had to give these young boys some tips from a OG R&B legend like yourself, what would you tell them?
Okay, here's what I tell them. Basics 101, okay? Stop going into so many other areas, okay? Start off and focus on the one area.
Clitoris.
The clitoris.
Yes.
Let's start off right there, okay? Now, in focusing on the clitoris, you have to understand that every woman's clitoris is designed differently, okay? There are some that can take...
They're like snowflakes.
There are some that can take direct stimulation, as in you can pull the hood back and get right to it, and then there are some that can't,
Some you got to lick through the wrapper.
but you have to look through the wrapper. Okay, you have to understand that, because that could get tricky. You know what I'm saying? Oversensitive. Get up, you're doing too much. Not getting enough stimulation. So you have to be able to listen, because the pussy talks. It talks to you.
What does
Dr.
it say,
Tank.
Tank?
Huh?
What does it say?
It tells you whether you fucking up or you doing the right thing.
And then sometimes a woman moves, that could be one of two things. She loves it or it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you got to work on your tongue game. Now, I mean, I was born kind of. I can do all of that.
Yeah, you know what's really bad when people do that whole in and out real fast like a lizard? But some people like that,
It's just-
probably.
Okay.
I've my tongue can move really, really fast. the helicopter.
You should look at you when you say that.
I looked at her first.
Okay.
I gave her the example.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He showed me
Gotcha,
the tongue
gotcha.
movement, and then he looked at you.
Then I looked
Okay,
at
got you. Okay,
That's-
true,
that's
true,
looking-
true.
I was hoping you would say, "Man, that's neat." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You didn't. So
I still got the same kind of tongue though.
You didn't congratulate. Okay, so you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Off and on like a light switch. Mine
There
can
it
do that
is.
real good. Yeah.
So you have to figure out your tongue placement and movement.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got to practice.
Right. Some women like it gentle. Some women like it rough.
Some women like it rough. Sometimes you have to have a strong tongue. Sometimes you have to use a soft tongue. Sometimes you got to wet it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes you.
Right.
It
So what
it
should
varies.
you what should
It
you
varies.
practice on? Should you find a woman to practice on, or should
Yeah,
you?
that would be
the only-
ideal.
you
What
have
else
to,
can you practice?
and
It'll
it's
be a
the-
fruit, maybe.
It's correct. No, you can't practice on a fruit. You can't. There is no fruit with
What
a
is the fruit
clitoris.
gonna do?
You have to
Gush in your
practice.
face?
You have to practice on with a woman, and you need a woman to tell you. Like I used to practice, and I used to ask questions,
Got you.
and I say, "How does that feel?" No. What about that? No.
He's asking like, "Hey, can I practice something on you?"
So what do you think about this?
Yeah.
That's cool. What do I want to do this? Yeah, that's the magic. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
And that's when I figured out that it's a whole bunch of shit down there that don't feel like nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It
You
feels
just wetting her
good.
up.
It feel good when you playing with it. Like, mwah, 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 mwah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's just
yeah,
all
yeah,
good,
yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like ain't nothing happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I ask questions. I'd be down there literally. I'd be down there and I'd be examining and moving some stuff around,
Leafing through the labia. Yeah.
leafing.
That's a song on the album.
Leafing and just
Yeah.
what does that do?
This is very visual if you're listening.
What is and you have to go through a discovery process.
Got you.
And then eventually you figure out your thing and and your rhythm and how you do it. And so you have your go-to of how you rock, but it's still about listening. You have to listen to that woman and what she needs at the time and how it's feeling, how her body's moving, how she's reacting. Like all of those things matter.
And you have to lick to completion, right? You have to lick to completion
If you can.
if you can. Yes.
If you can,
Got
because
you.
then you're going to run into. There are some women who don't have orgasms or haven't had an orgasm from oral sex.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And so then it becomes a challenge. Are you willing to stay down there
Right.
that
Till your mouth gets
15,
numb.
20, 30 minutes to you get a blister in your upper lip from keeping your teeth from, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, hopefully that's what the blister's from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it better
Yeah.
be shit.
You might have been one of Usher hoes.
Shit. No.
Now-
I'm
Y'all
not
leave
gonna do
Usher
it with you.
alone.
I'm not
Before
gonna
we
do it
move
with you.
on, let's put a button on this. That was a very good explanation. Very good examples of how to eat clitoris.
Okay.
But you were way more excited about talking about eating ass, getting your ass ate. So I want them to compare the
No,
two.
no.
I want to put the two videos side by side on the internet. All right.
But you
And show
can't.
me
I'm gonna keep it
what
real.
was Tank
You
more
can't get
about.
excited like that about
No.
oral sex on a woman because it's more gentle.
No.
Now, savage is
Not
getting your ass
fair.
ate.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
you're
like
right.
a savage, like.
Yeah, but I mean, like we.
I mean, did
I'm
you
just
want him to
thinking
do this-
back. I'm thinking back. We had way more fun.
You want him to do the snake on the floor? I mean, what was he supposed to
I
do?
can't. There's no way I can really like. This is all I got for you. This is all I got.
Yeah, it's just a little head movement.
Yeah, I think that you have to listen and you have to be patient, and I'm glad we were able to tell people that. And fellas, you have to fellas, you can't be scared. Guys can't be scared though. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you first get down there, depending on how long of a day it's been, you know what I'm saying? If it's not completely wiped down, there could be a little taste. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
There could be a little
true.
taste.
It's your wet wipes.
There are a few different tastes that you know what I'm saying?
What about hair?
I'm okay with, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with a little hair.
Okay,
Hair
what
don't
about a lot
bother
of
me.
hair?
I'm cool with that too. You forget,
I'm old school.
I'm 41. You know what I'm saying?
You from the era of
I
the
came
bush.
up when the bush was
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
I came up
absolutely.
when the bush was exciting. It was like, oh my God, look at the bush.
That means she of age.
You know what I'm saying? That means what? I remember as a kid coming across the bush so crazy. I was like, man, you had to guide me in. You know what I'm saying?
I can't find it.
Get some people down there to do the.
Now, you've been getting your act on. You like acting?
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
You playing Quincy on this new show, Grown Folk?
Grown folks, yes, man. It's funny, man, because they gave me a call, and like people have kind of watched me, you know what I'm saying, kind of develop my funny over time, and they actually gave me a shot, you know what I'm saying, to be funny on screen.
Gotcha.
And G-Thing was like, I'm telling you, Tank funny. Let him rock. Let him do his thing. Don't even worry about it. And we got on there on set and had a good time, man. Good time. Shout out to Bentley, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Super cool, man.
Now, let me ask you this. Given R. Kelly's issues that he's having now with all these women coming forward saying that he had this sex cult and they were part of this cult and they escaped and, just things that he did, does that affect how you look at him as an artist or whether or not you would work with him or just his music to you in general?
Be careful with this one.
Yeah, this is
It's a trap question.
Yeah, it's like trap music. As
a label
get sucked
owner,
in.
as a songwriter, as an artist.
I can never take away what his music has meant to me in my career. I can never negate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way I can. Like, I was shaped and molded. You know what I mean? By R. Kelly, by Babyface. You know what I mean? Those were my two go-tos in trying to figure out who I was as an R&B man or a man, period. You know what I mean? So I can never deny R. Kelly's influence and what he's meant to R&B music. You know what I mean? Like, he's who we followed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the blueprint. Still is. I mean, nobody in R&B has done what R. Kelly's done. Still to this day.
In many ways.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you're conflicted, basically.
I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm conflicted because I also have daughters. You know what I mean? And I do know that, a young lady at the age of 18 or 19, although you all do mature fast and you grow and you learn, you know what I'm saying? I do know that somebody with more wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Somebody with more game, somebody who's been around longer can still, manipulate and work that.
You're putting some age on R. Kelly's girls, by the way. He'd be younger than 18.
Okay, even worse, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So and I know, there are older men who prey on that, who can, so it's tough for me. I can't validate that behavior. I can't say that I don't condone it by no means.
So
If he was like, I have this song that would be great for us to do you do a song with R. Kelly?
he wants to do Age Ain't Nothing But a Number remix
Not that one.
with you and TGT.
But it's a banging ass song.
He wants to do.
Here's the thing.
Seems like you're
I
right.
love R. Kelly. R. Kelly is still the king of R&B to me. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much they type it on under my comments, until I've accomplished what R. Kelly has accomplished in music, I can be no king. Until the king is gone, he's still here. But I gotta be mindful. I have daughters. You know what I'm saying? And if my daughters ask the question to me, ever I have to ask that question to me, like, Daddy, what is this thing with R. Kelly? You know what I'm saying? Didn't you just do a song with him? How do I have to be able to answer that question?
Because the R. Kelly sex tape coming back. It's only a matter of time before it comes back online.
I mean, listen, online, they gonna get everything.
Yes.
Well,
You know
that's
what I'm
child
saying?
pornography. You can't even
It's
put
coming
that
back.
on.
I'm telling you, it's coming back. Give it a minute.
They're gonna figure out a way. But, it would be tough for me to go back and have that conversation with my daughters if they ever had that question. Like,
So safe to say he's not featured on Savage.
he's not on Savage.
Gotcha.
That's a simpler answer.
Yeah, he's
what
not on.
features do you have on Savage?
I got Trey songs. I got Luda. Shout out to Luda. He's the one that made me turn this album around this fast.
Why is
Really?
that?
Because when I dropped Sex, Love, and Pain 2, I got a call. I said, Luda looking for you. I was like, okay. Yeah, come call me. So I called him like, Luda. He said, man, let me tell you, man, this album, me and my wife banging this album, nigga. You did it. You got it. You're the guy right now. If I was you, I'd come right back. I was like, right back? He said, right back. Don't wait no 2 years. Don't do nothing. Them things you do, Tank. Come right back while you got it. And then he's like, who's the producer you use? Because I'm going to use him too. So he stole my producer. but him calling me out of the blue like that, like, this is Ludacris. Like, I used to be on shows with Ludacris where, he would headline. It'd be 15, 20,000. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like third to last, then maybe Ja Rule, and then Luda.
Right.
And it would just be pandemonium.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my respect level for Luda has never changed. I remember those days like it was yesterday.
So Luda told you that you were the guy in R&B at the moment.
time to come back.
Do
Double up.
you think Tyrese knows about this?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Did Luda call Tyrese and tell him the same thing about you?
I'm sure he. I'm sure. Yeah, Tyrese hasn't called me in a minute, so I'm sure he.
Y'all still ain't
I'm
talked?
sure- I called him after he had surgery. What I guess he got a lung transplant or something like that.
A lung transplant.
You know, Tyrese always makes it seem like he's dying. he makes
What?
He makes it look
Lung
like
Yeah, I died for 2 hours and then, like Lazarus, I was brought back. So I'm so glad to be here.
I was like, you had Little Day weekend. What are you talking about?
You haven't spoke at all?
I called him when I was down there
Yeah.
because I wanted to check on him. I called him a couple times. He didn't pick up, so I haven't heard from him. I think he blocked me on Instagram.
What?
Really?
I think.
Tyrese, stop being so petty,
my
man.
gosh.
Come on now.
I always felt like you guys would get into it and then make up.
We always do. We always do. But I honestly don't know what's going on. So
Yeah.
we're cool. But I haven't talked to him in a long time. So
This won't be no TGT reunion sometime
not
soon.
not right now, man. Not right now.
So Tank
Like,
is not in the group chat with you guys?
No, it's just Tyrese.
Can you add him to the group chat?
oh, he's on. You have a group chat. with
Tyrese
Tyrese?
sends out a group chat, me, Tyrese, and Envy all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Tyrese my
I'm
guy. I
not.
like
I'm not
Tyrese.
invited. You know what I'm saying?
Can he
Like,
join the party?
No. No.
What
No.
about Genuine? Is he on the album?
No, but I talk to G all the time. He's not on the album. I'm finally getting him back to doing Genuine.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
What does that mean? Exactly.
Because Genuine is kind of stuck in his ways. Genuine is like I'm the pony man, and that's all I'm ever gonna be.
I mean, the man could
And
probably get 10 grand a show for Pony for the rest of his life.
he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it. His song plays once in every club in the world a night.
Yeah, that's a fact.
In every club.
That's like
and
a white
everybody
national anthem.
immediately
and
has
everybody immediately
White women, fat white women love Pony.
period. And so what I'm trying to get him to realize is that that's your end. That's your end. That's your way back to the top of the charts. You are not as far removed as you think you are.
Right.
You are more relevant than that song right there is more relevant than anything any song we'll ever put out. And it came out in 96.
I still listen to Genuine songs all the time. Like
So
Take Away.
So now he's like, you know what, Tank, let's do it. Let's do it.
Good.
Let's do some. I'm like, man, I got a formula. I got a formula for you.
I want to hear this new album, man.
Aggressive.
Do not look at me like that and
No.
say that. You just looked at me and said,
Why you,
it's aggressive. Now
you feeling real media takeout right now, man? I feel like you owe me right now. You supposed to be my man. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
See what I'm saying?
Listen,
Dense. I said dense. Okay.
play it one more time just to make sure he said that, man. Just to make sure he said, just make sure.
I've been sucking dicks in foreheads for 20 years.
Okay,
See?
could be.
If he said
See?
so, man, I'm going to take your word for it, Tank. You said it. I agree with you. When the Savage drop, man?
Savage drops tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
today.
coming out now.
This
Yeah.
morning.
Oh, this morning.
Yeah,
today.
okay.
What I'm talking
Absolutely.
about. Yeah, it's right now.
Right now.
All right. We
So
on
are
it
you?
then.
So put that on. Listen to it.
It's for everybody.
It's
whether you-
it's for everybody. It's for everybody, and it's it's. I'm happy about it. I'm happy. I'm free.
Who are you going on? Now, I've seen you on tour. You're
Yeah,
on
we
tour
did.
Now, so
We did the first leg of the tour with me, Sammy, who just dropped the album, Coming of Age.
I saw a lot of people posting pictures of Sammy lately. So he's all grown up.
Sammy. Watch for Sammy. Sammy's dope. That boy can sing, write, produce, everything. Like he's having a moment.
Word.
A lot of people have been tweeting us saying they want to get Sammy up here. Like, yo, can y'all get Sammy?
Sammy is he's a record away from doing something really crazy, because he can carry it. He
How
can
did you
sell it.
pick Sammy to go on tour with you?
Man, Sammy's been family for years, and he came to the house, a little bit ago, and he was like, "Man, I'm about to put out this new album," and I was listening to the stuff he was doing. I was like, and that mixtape he dropped, I was like, Sammy, you bubbling. I was like, what's going on? He said, man, I'm trying to hit the road. I'm trying to do such. I was like, well, go with me. You want to go? He's like, hell yeah, I want to go. All right, we're going. And that was it.
Damn. Okay.
And that's how it works for me. You know what I'm
That's
saying? Like, it's not really political.
I had
or
my
anything
people
like
call
that.
your
Yeah,
people.
no. Sammy's sitting at my kitchen table. You want to go? Let's go. All right. He went. I got him a kid, Dante that signed to me, kid named Imaj out of Dallas. And what I did was in every city, I ran a contest where in every city, an opening act would be from that city. Let somebody get on stage,
That's
some
dope.
inspiring R&B artist, somebody who, you know what I'm saying, who in their community they feel like is just an opportunity away from doing something great. I gave them a shot.
And that's huge for artists because then they can also put it like, oh, I opened up for Tank.
Yeah, yeah.
And just a chance for people to see you and on something big.
Because you know, to be on that stage is normally a buy-on.
Yeah.
That's normally
People pay for that.
normally $5,000 to $10,000 just to get on that stage and open. That's a promo opportunity.
Right.
But we need R&B. We need the next generation of R&B artists to feel like there still are moments that are dedicated to them, that they still do have opportunities. There's a shortage of opportunities because guys like myself who have moments don't share them. They don't. Like, nobody shared a moment with me. The only person who really set me down and put their arm around me was Gerald Levert.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
crazy.
then after him, his father. You know what I'm saying?
Tyrese and Genuine shared a lot of moments with you.
Well, Genuine is that's my old head.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But we were more, we were
He's talking about
closer.
a mentor.
We're closer in age.
More
you know
like
what
a
I'm saying?
mentor.
Gotcha.
Genuine was like my big brother. He held my hand and walked me. That's that's forever. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? He gave me game for life. But I'm talking about like guys where I was like, man,
And all. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like just where I was what if R. Kelly had grabbed me and said back in the day, like,
Hey.
man, let me school you too. Okay. What if Babyface had put his arm around me?
What if R. Kelly, I like this. What if R. Kelly would have grabbed you back in the day when you was a young lad? All right? Okay.
The whole narrative would have been different.
Like, hey, I thought you liked little girls. I didn't know you.
Man.
All right. Tank, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, and the last question. Did you get married yet?
No,
When is this happening?
not till next year.
Next year? Okay, but that's soon.
Yeah, next year. We planning it out. She finally got her a ring, and it was all the pressure on my back to get a ring, and now she can't set a date.
Okay. Don't have an attitude with me while you say it.
Yeah, I do have an attitude with you. This is how y'all do.
Are you gonna wear a ring
Yeah,
once you get married? Okay.
yeah, I'm wearing a ring.
You gonna stop when you're married? Are you not gonna get no situation where you get caught cheating, right?
No,
He's not gonna cheat.
That's going
He
around.
got it all out
nowadays.
of his system.
this when I get married, it's shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because for some, like now people are into this relationship thing heavy. It wasn't like this, like, you know what I'm saying,
Nah,
4
it
years
wasn't.
ago.
It's good though. It's fun.
Now people are like relationship goals and all of this
Yeah.
and everything, and people are taking relationships serious.
Well, they should or not.
No,
being-
they should, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying. For a second ago, it was.
It was cool to be a player. It was
Yeah, it
cool
was
to be
cool.
out here. Yeah.
So
yeah,
now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like now relationships are trendy, so everybody's mad. Oh, you're cheating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just stopped cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but
Yeah, looking at you, looking down on you in disgust. Like, oh, you still cheat.
you cheat. Like I'm not perfect, but you know what I'm saying. When you go into that marriage space, you gotta better figure it out.
That's
Shit.
right. Figure it out.
Yeah,
Word with
And that's-
Savages.
and that's all I'm gonna say.
Savages in stores right now.
Savages in stores.
Get Savage with
online.
your
Get
Where
wife.
you
Savages
buy
online. Wherever you buy music, wherever you stream it. And shout out to streaming. Oh my goodness.
Now you sound old. I ain't gonna lie. Why would you be shout out to screaming?
Because
We know
R&B music doesn't stream well.
Really?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that. I stream all my music.
R&B music doesn't stream well. I'm the #1 streaming artist on the Urban AC format.
Oh, that's dope.
There you go. Drop one of Clues bombs for Tank, damn it. All right. There you go. Tank, ladies and
Shit.
gentlemen. Savage is out right now. Thank you for coming, my brother.
Come on, man.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
He just savagely fingered the air.